reading. And then, getting back to my story, I still continue with my work as a TV host at VTV7. I still be a full-time student at my Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam. And regarding my voice, as a lot of audience complain about my too high pitch voice, which were very irritating to listen to, and they didn't like my voice. I decided and I was so determined to change my voice by lowering the tone of my voice when speaking English from hello, this is a very nice day. Yes, this was exactly my voice in the past to hello, this is a very nice day. Everything was going pretty well once again, and one day the producer and the director of the show that I hosted uploaded a podcast that had me hosting with that high pitched voice. I guess probably back in the season 1, the first season of the show. And then I asked him if it were okay to delete the podcast because I thought the voice were terrible and the audience may not like it. And I was too afraid to be judged again by the audience. And then he stacked me back, and I could feel the disappointment and the anger a little bit in his text message. And he told me that voice was a part of you. Why did you deny it? Okay, so no more podcasts that had you will be uploaded ever again. And I was like, what? Did I do something wrong? What was happening? Am I making you angry? I didn't know what was happening back then. I was so stupid. It was not until when I talked to people, I talked more to my audience, and I read more comments. And people started to say, what happens to your voice, V? You spoke too quietly and softly that it's really hard to listen you, and we couldn't really find the positive energy, the fun vibes like before, the fun vibes like before. And that moment left me speechless because I was too confident that the positive energy was something that I could always bring to people. That was my unique selling point. But when the audience couldn't find that in me, it felt like a loss of a part in my body. I really lost sight of who I was. I listened to people's opinions and I changed who am I, because I think others may accept me for it, but I was wrong. What I had been doing so far is not trying to become better, but trying to become someone else by rejecting myself, by checking validation from every single one. And what the producer and the director told me just went on a love in my brain for weeks. That voice was the part of you. Why did you deny it? Why did I deny it? I didn't know. I think because we as humans often make a lot of mistake, and we often, very often, punish ourselves for the past mistake, because the mistake often come back with an overwhelming feeling of guilt, of shame, of I'm not good enough and I have never ever been good enough. And I realized that the hardest person to forgive on this earth is not someone who betrayed you, and not a friend who wasn't there for you when you need the most. Is not your ex-boyfriend who broke your heart to pieces, the hardest person to forgive on this earth is myself. And then my best friend told me to stop doing what I have been doing so far, which is pleasing every single one. And he said, just be yourself. That really was